The Indian Scout. What am I here to talk about? Well, one thing for sure. That seat right there. I want to talk about the infamous Scout bobber seat that everybody wants to replace. And as you can hear, I just got back. So here's the deal. I first got the bike and had a good solid, let's say 45 minutes on it, and I realized that I needed to replace the seat, that the seat was really not that good. Very uncomfortable. Went and bought one of those air cushion thingamajiggies, Air Hawk or something like that to put on it. Made it more tolerable, but I'm actually not too much of a fan of them, to be quite honest with you. You have to really keep low pressure in it, and it's hot out, it's cold out, colder out, and it changes the air pressure. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I'm not here to talk about that, but well, I just did. So, like any good Scout bobber owner, I ordered an aftermarket. Oh, okay. Well, there we go. I ordered an aftermarket. Let's get a new seat for it. So I chose Saddlemen. And why did I choose Saddlemen? Well, because I really can't justify the cost of a Corbin, okay? I got to be honest with you. I mean, when you're in the $600 range for something like this, I have an issue with that, to be quite honest with you. I think that's a little on the high side. I don't care how high quality is. If that's in your budget, that's what you like, that's good for you. I'm a little cheaper than that, okay? So, anywho, here's what I found out. I ordered the seat, have to wait a long time. I also ordered the passenger seat for it, okay? This way they match. And now that I'm about 2,500 miles into this bike in about, I don't know, a little over a month. I have 2,500 miles on it. And you know what? You basically have to give it time to break in. So I'm really looking forward to the Saddlemen because it's supposed to be so much more comfortable. But honestly, between an adjustment here of the shocks to tighten them up, totally not within specifications, and I already have a video about this, but between the rear adjustment here, okay, by adding more pressure on this and adding about probably 3.5 threads I added for my weight, and the fact that this seat finally had a chance to kind of break in, you know what? I can do over an hour before I start to feel a little uncomfortable, and I take a little bit of a break and I'm good to go. Still not great, but you know what? It's a hell of a lot better than what it was. There were some points in the beginning where I was maybe 20 minutes into a ride and I was already feeling this seat. But it looks like anything else, you just have to give it time to break in and watch your position. You see how thin this is here? I know that the Corbin and the Saddlemen have a lot more thickness here. It's gonna raise this up, but this bike is so short that it can raise it up whatever it wants, and just about anybody could still flat foot this bike. So the bottom line is, give it some time before you spend some money. If money's tight, see how it goes, and just give it a little bit of time, all right? Just let it break in and see if maybe after 2,000 miles, maybe a whole bunch of hours of riding it, that it seems to work a little bit better for you. So for me, it does, but I already ordered my Saddlemen, and I'm looking forward to something a little bit more comfortable. I added this thing on here. I didn't lose my, oh no, I didn't. Anyway, yeah, so between that and the seat, it's not bad. Now, here's what aggravates me about Indian, okay? This is the seat that comes with the bike, but you can upgrade for another seat that looks exactly like this that's more comfortable, okay? Thin, narrow here, okay? If you want to be known as a quality American bike builder, don't give me something like this and then want to upsell me to something better. Just put the damn better seat on the bike and take this thing and don't even bother using it. Just throw it out and just design and use the one that's the better seat. I don't need an upgrade for a seat. A seat is a effing seat. I'm gonna try to be careful with my language here, okay? put something quality on to begin with. This is good. It's not great. It does take time to break in. But if you want to be known as quality, okay, and American, that kind of seat, it's not going to cut it. Don't bring me in and then try to upsell me on this. Don't try to upsell me on shocks, all right? Put the damn bike together the way it should be together. And something as basic and simple as a seat that makes you feel comfortable. When you have a comfortable seat out of the factory, guess what? You ride the bike more. The bike breaks down, you take it to the shop more. You wear it out, you buy another one. Keep a good seat, you'll probably sell more bikes in the long run. But don't piss me off by giving me something like this that takes 2,500 miles to break in, and then turn around and want to upsell me on something that's more expensive. That's BS. I don't like that. It's a great bike. Put a great seat on it and don't try to upsell me. All right, Rainbow, I'm out. 6 minutes.